Me and my friend started a health supplement company in 2018 with a budget of 75,000 rupees. We added more fund to it later to take care of all the marketing expenses, and overall budget reached to 1.5 lakh rupees. Basically, we were selling our products through traditional marketing. We were going to doctors and convincing them to suggest our products to their patients. We were doing fine, but then lockdown happened and we lost everything. We had to dispose all our inventory because our product got expired. But in this process, I learned one thing. We did not need that much fun to start a company, because back then I didn't know about MVP, minimum viable product. MVP or minimum viable product is a concept wherein you test your idea in the market, and based on the audience response you either scale it or make changes in your strategy and concept and test it again until you get good results. Back then when we wanted to start our company, we didn't have any idea about where to start, so we registered a private limited company, and that was the biggest mistake we ever made, because once you register a private limited company you have to comply with all the legal processes, and also you have to appoint a CA, chartered accountant, that takes away a lot of money from you even if you are making losses. But anyway, in business you have to keep failing and doing all wrong things until you find the right things to do. I've learned a lot during my journey. Now, based on my experience, I'm going to share a 5-step process with you to start a company with bare minimum budget. Now, I'm assuming you are going to start a company that sells physical products, and even if you are clueless about what product to choose, I'm going to cover that as well in this process. So I will take the example of multivitamin supplements and get you through the process, because that's what I have experience in. So let's start with the step number 1, that is find your niche. A niche is a group of people that has same interest. It's basically a category in which you want to do a business. There are 3 niche or category in the market: health, wealth and relationship. All the businesses in the world fall under one of these 3 categories. If you want to start a company that sells health supplements or gym equipment, for example, then you are in health niche. If your product solves the financial problem of specific group of people, then you are in wealth niche. If your product or service helps a person or a couple in strengthening the relationship, then you are in relationship niche. It's very important to find your niche, because if everyone is your customer, then no one is your customer. Now comes the second step, that is build your concept product. Now here we are using the concept of minimum viable product that I have talked about earlier. For example, if you want to launch a multivitamin supplements for kids that is in the form of chocolate or in gummies, then you need to find a manufacturer that is already building similar products for either a big company or they are exporting it. This is called outsourcing. Most of the manufacturers, they want to expand their business, so they allow all the marketing companies to manufacture their products from them. Most of the companies in the world, they are not manufacturing their own products. They are mostly outsourcing it. And since we are talking about starting your company under budget, then you are not going to build your product from scratch. You are going to launch a product with your name and get it manufactured from somebody else. That is called outsourcing. But when you approach a manufacturer, they will talk about the minimum order quantity. That means they want you to order in bulk. That is because of the less margin on per unit sale. They'll tell you to place a minimum order of at least 5,000 units to start with. So here's the trick. Tell them that you want few samples of that product to test in the market, and for that you are going to pay the double the price of the unit. As you can see, I've ordered few samples of a very unique product from a manufacturer. So this is my minimum viable product. So for example, if a unit of a product costs you 100 rupees, then you are going to pay 200 rupees per unit, and you are going to order at least 10 samples. Once you receive the samples of a product like this, then you need to make a label and stick on all those samples. So this way you will get your product ready without spending a lot of money in buying bulk. Now next step, test marketing. Now is the time to check if you can actually sell the product and what kind of customers are going to buy your product. And to test that product, we are going to use the digital marketing. For that, you need to build a one-page website that will cost you around 100 rupees for whole year. You can build your own website within an hour by using platforms like Wix or GoDaddy that have their own drag and drop website builders. For that, you need not to learn any coding or any complicated process. Once you are done with the website, now is the time to create mock-up of your product. You can also take the beautiful pictures of samples you have ordered, or you can create mock-up. You can use canva.com to design beautiful labels or mock-ups, or you can go to a website like fiverr.com and get that job done at a very cheaper price by a freelancer. You can use Razorpay or InstaMojo as a source of payment collection when someone make purchases through your website. But here's the question: how do I drive customers on my website? And for that, you are going to use Google Ads and Facebook ads. And also YouTube ads. Basically, you are using digital marketing to test your product in the market. Now, the next question. I don't know anything about Google ads or Facebook ads. How do I do that? And you know the answer. Everything is available on Google and YouTube. Learning Google ads and Facebook ads will take few days of your time, and it's very easy and fun process to do. Now, run a test campaign to check your audience response, and you'll get to know what kind of people are responding to your ads. Basically, your whole process will look like this. You run ads and a person lands on your website through the ads, then they click on buy now button and make purchases. And if they don't make purchases, you do remarketing. That means you retarget them, install a pixel code in your website wherein your website will register visitors data, and you can remarket them anytime you want. So it's just like Amazon. If you go and visit Amazon and inquire about a product, and you'll see that products is following you all over the internet. Now the next question. I don't have any product to deliver if someone buys through my website. If you get purchases through your website, you can either deliver your samples to them and mention clearly that these are the samples and you are just testing out the product, or just contact them and tell them that this product is out of stock. They can either wait or you can refund them their money. So this is the process of minimum viable product. Once you get more than 10 orders, then you can think of ordering that product in bulk, or you can actually think of getting funded by your friends and relatives. Now the next step, registering a company. By now, if you have tested your products and got good results, then you can think of starting a legal entity. But remember, never try to incorporate a private limited company. You can simply get a Shop Act license or incorporate an LLP, limited liability partnership. Forming LLP requires less money and efforts. There are many online consultants that will help you get through the process, like startupwala.com or indiafilings.com. But you should only think of incorporating a company if you have generated more than 100 sales, because once you are a registered entity, you have to follow all the legal processes, and even if you want to shut down the company later, then you require money to do that. So make sure you get enough sales or business to register a company. Hope this video was helpful to you. Write down any question you have in the comment and I'll try to give the best answer. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and thanks for watching.